Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This is the card making today. It's actually heat embossed on Night of Navy cardstock. We've heat embossed all these snowflakes. So it's very monochromatic, but I think it's really pretty. I love the contrast between the white and the navy. So let's get started. Let's put that out of harm's way. So initially I'm going to go in with my powder tool, and this hopefully will stop. Make sure the powder only sticks where I've got Versamark. It's an anti-static tool, just a bit of powder. So we're using this stamp set called Snowflake Wishes. I'm going to use a variety of snowflakes and then the sentiment here that says Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. I'm going to be stamping, as I said, in Versamark, so we can heat embossed. And we're just going to try and ink this stamp up nicely. Okay. I'm just going to stamp randomly around our page. I think one more time will be enough with this one, like that. Let's bring another one in and sort of fill in gaps. I think that's enough for that one. Next one in, and we just basically keep on filling in these gaps until you've got it as you wish it to look. And then this last little one key. I think that is as good as a feast. So we are going to use our white embossing powder now. Okay. Just covering up everything as best as I can. Flick off the excess powder. I think that's going to do fine. So back in the pot for that. I'm just going to set this aside. You can heat set it straight away, but it can wait a few seconds. It won't be a problem. And I'm going to bring in another piece of Night of Navy, and we're going to stamp our sentiment, also heat embossing it. And where's the powder tool gone? Here it is again. A bit more powder than I expected, but get rid of it. And we're just going to heat emboss this stamp. Let's make sure our sentiment is well inked up, and then stamp it down, hold it up, yep, and then more embossing powder, over that, put this back in the pot. Try and find the lid. There it is. Now I'm going to heat set this with my heat tool, and I'll let the heat tool heat up for about 30 seconds and then I'll start embossing. So that's all heat set, and now we're going to cut things out using the rectangle stitch dies, and these are they. Now I can never remember which ones I used, as you know, so let's see if we can remember this time. Okay, so we're going to use this one here to cut this out, and I'm just going to hold it in place using a piece of post-it note tape. And then I've got a scrap here of basic white, and I'm going to cut that out as well with the next size up. So I'll put that through the die cutting machine and I'll be back. Okay, so let's stick one of these pieces to the other that we've cut out. I can feel I've got pad all over my desk. Happens every time, but it's part of the fun. And then we're going to stick this base piece down. My snail's given up the ghost. Let's use some Tombow for now, as I have it here with me. Okay, we're going to put this down on a card base, standard AC's card base. There's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half, and this is just thick basic white. Just keeps up that black and, well, blue and white, navy and white theme. Okay, and then our sentiment here, we're going to pop up on some dimensionals, so let's do that. I'm going to be generous because we have that embossed texture in the background. Okay, now I'll take the backings off all of these things. This is always the most irritating part for me, is taking backings off things. I don't know why. What do you find the most irritating? What irritating things do you find in crafting? Let me know in the comments. So, stick that in the centre of our card like this. Get rid of these backings in the bin with you, hopefully. And then we've got here some rhinestones, and we're going to use these to put in the centres of our snowflakes, just for some extra bling. I'm using these larger ones, and yeah, I am using quite a few. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I did, obviously. And then I'm going to use some of the mid-sized ones here in the smaller snowflakes, as you can see. You don't need to, as I said, you know, I'm being really, maybe people would say, over the top with my rhinestones, but it's my project and I like them, and for me it gives it this extra something something. So there you go. What do you think? Just has that extra sparkle. I think, oh, I haven't got one there. That's no good. Let's put one there. Okay, so I hope you liked the card. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you do want any information about this project, the measurements, supply list, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.